Okay, we're going to work through the word processor practice sheet that is located on D2L. It's the word processor in class worksheet right there, okay? And you can download it right here and take a look at it. That's what we're going to be working through. So first of all, it says start all programs. So you can see that Microsoft Word is down here on my quick start. I can launch quickly from there, or I can come up to here to all programs and go down to Microsoft Office 2016, and I could find Microsoft Word in here somewhere. There's Excel. I must be looking at Word, MSWord. There it is. Or I could probably just come down here and type MSWord. Yep, and there it comes up there. Either one of those will launch this. We're going to launch a blank document here to get ourselves going. So we're going to start, and it says type my name, Sean Hickman. And it says I need to right justify that. So here's left, center, and right. So I'm going to right justify it. I'm then going to hit enter. I'm going to come back to here. It says type MSWord in class worksheet. It's document heading, and I want to center justify this. Okay, there's center justify. I am now going to change the font. It says change the font, highlight the heading, which was this. I'm going to highlight that, and I'm going to change it to 16. So here instead of 11, I'm going to come up here and make that 16. Okay. We are going to stick left justify on the next line. So I was back here to right. I'm going to go to left justify, and I'm going to type that George Ohm thing right there. I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to go back to this PowerPoint and see if I can highlight it from here like that, and I'm going to hit Control Copy and see if this will come into Word. I might have to. There it is right there. I just can copy, Control C, and Control V. And so I've got there. I'm going to just hit return. But if I'm a couple times, if I'm looking at this, I see I've spelled proportional wrong a couple of different times. So if I just click on this, left click, and then if I right click, I can pick the correct word. And so I'm going to come here and I'm going to right click as well, proportional. It says we want to get another word for scientist. So if I highlight scientist right here and I right click and I go to synonyms, it could be an expert, a genius, a researcher. These are all pretty similar, so let's just pick researcher. So there you go. We've talked about George Ohm. Okay, the next part is I need to come to the D2L site, and I need to go to the George Simon Ohm document right here, and I'm going to take this, I'm going to download it. So this is downloading. I can double click on it, and it will launch. And you can see that I have two windows open. I have this window and that one. I'll go ahead and enable editing. I want to bring this over, and so what I want to do is I want to do Control A to highlight everything. And then I'm going to hit Control C to copy. And then I'm going to go back to my other page here. And I've hit enter a few times here just to create some space. And I guess I'll just put it here in the middle. So what I can do is I can do paste. I right clicked paste. And I could keep the source formatting. I could merge it, or I could keep text only. Let's just keep the source format so it comes in like that. So there's the George Ohm. Okay. It then says what I want to do is I've got to center the heading. I need to highlight the George Ohm right here. And I'm going to take this and I'm just going to drag it. I guess I maybe want it here somewhere, I guess. And then it said to center the heading. So here's the center. So if I centered the heading, there it goes like that. You can drag text around a little bit. Okay. And then they wanted me to create a new paragraph. I wanted to Google search Wikipedia George Simon Ohm. So if I come here and I go to Wikipedia, hit enter, and I can search for George Simon Ohm. And it pulls up George Simon Ohm right there. Okay. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here and it highlights. So I could either right click and hit copy, or I could Control C to copy, but I'm going to copy this. Then I'm going to come back down here, and the source was from Wikipedia. Where's a better one? Yeah, this looks pretty good right here. So we'll take Wikipedia right here. I'm going to highlight it, and then I'm going to right click and I'm going to do hyperlink, and in the address here I'm going to paste it. Right click, paste, okay, and now when I click that, that will take me to this website, George Simon Ohm. Okay, that's how you do a hyperlink. Now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to come, I guess I'll work up here, Google search Ohm's law. So I'm going to come right here and I'm going to type Ohm's law, and this comes up like this. I'm going to go to images, so I'm going to select images. Here's pictures of Ohm's law. I'm going to select tools, okay, right here, and I'm going to click usage rights because I want to use one of these, and I want to pick something that's labeled for reuse. Okay, so these are the ones that I can use, and I want to select a picture of the VIR triangle. How about this one right here? That looks pretty good. Okay, yes. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to right click it, and I'm going to go to copy image. Okay, I'm going to paste my picture into here. So we can close this one. We're not using this one anymore. I'm going to come into here and I'm going to right click and I'm going to paste, and that should bring this in. This is a little bit big, so if I came down here I could maybe make it smaller like this, but now I have a power wheel. It's the Ohm's law. Okay, so now I'm going to come here, give myself a little bit more room. Now it says I want to put in a picture of the power wheel. So if I came to my D2L again, which was here at the bottom, I have this power wheel. I'm going to download it right there. And so it is going to come up here. Now what I want to do is I want to take show all, and it's going to be this power wheel is going to show me where it is in the download folder. So I'll float this around like this. And let's see if I can just drag this into here like that. It did. So now I've took it from my browser right there and I just dragged it in, and then now it's in my document right here. Click picture and insert the tab. That's what we did, so that was the way to do that. That's kind of the easy way to do it, okay? The other way that you would do it is you would save it somewhere, and then you would go to insert pictures, and then you could go to your downloads, and then you could find it in there right here, insert, and then bang, I put it in there again, okay? So I only need it once, but that's one way to do it. So there's the power wheel. Let's go ahead and we'll work down here. It says put a table here. Place an insertion point below the photo right here, and I want to go to put a table in here. So I'm going to go insert, I'm going to go to table, and it was 3 columns by 4 rows. Okay, so there's columns, 1, 2, 3, 4 rows like this. Okay, and then we're going to label the top quantity, the next one symbol, and the next one unit. Okay, you got a little bit of flexibility here. You can take this wall right here, you can get it, and you can drag these in like this to make it look good. Space it out if you need to. Okay. Label the left column potential, the current, and then I need resistance. Oh, I forgot in something here. Oh yeah, that's right there, resistance. Okay, and then we would fill in the symbols here. For potential would be V, and then the unit would be voltage. Current would be I, and the unit would be amps. And then the resistance might be R, and the unit would be ohms. And you could highlight all these, and you could come to home, and you could center justify them. You might take the top row here. You could click the B for bold and make it bold, something like that. Okay. Set margins in the layout tab. So we're going to come down here. I'm going to go to the layout tab, and I want to go to the margins and select a moderate option right there. And what that does, it just kind of makes it fit in there. Paragraph margins. You want to move the left indent and the right indent if you want. So here's this left indent. So if you had something like this, you could move this over. Hang on, let's grab our document right here at George Holmes. We could move this over if we wanted to. That's the way that that indent works. But you would set that left indent to 1 and the right indent to 5. Okay, so let's go like that. That's what we were doing. And the right indent to 5. Oops, and we missed this, so let's get that there. And this here. 1 and 5. So that just changes the margins a little bit right there. We want to insert a paragraph. Place it in the first sentence right here. And click Increase Indent Options. Okay. Indent, and we would want to increase the indent right here. And that is the spacing before and after. Okay. If we wanted to change some of the things here between the inventor, scientist, mathematician, we could put in bullets. So we come down here, it's asking us to do inventor, scientist, and mathematician. Okay. And then sometimes it's great to highlight all 3 of these right here. And if you come back to home, you would see the bullets right here. This is where you could bullet these things. There's a couple other options you could do. You could number it. That's how you spice these up a little bit. You could then go ahead and do a save on this file, save as, and you might just browse. I'm just going to throw it on my desktop and call it Sean Hickman Worksheet. Okay, and it would be saved. Another thing that you could do is you could save this as a PDF. So you could do File, and you would do Save As, and right here, save as an Adobe PDF, and it would take you to the same location. Then you would hit Save, and then it's going to create a PDF right there like that. And then what you could do is it asks you to then go to your desktop and drag this into the submission. So you could then save it into submission, and you could back it up on your flash drive. So that's a kind of a quick run through of some options for Word.